that's the funny musical story. The song itself is a Sabbath song, Shabbat song, and even though it's not Friday evening, it still feels like an appropriate way to begin this concert. We want to practice, using this time when we're all being ordered to, stay in our houses and quarantine, to really dig deep into our truest selves. And for me, music and poetry and prayer is how I process a lot. So this is an invitation into that sacred time space where we're not on time, but in time. And a reminder that everything is really about time, which is the name of the song, About Time. And I actually do have some lyrics I can put up here for folks to sing along. And this is one of the things that we're trying tonight too. So let me find them and throw them up there.
Hi Adam, hi Lauren, hi Hunter, hi everybody.
All right, there they are. They're kind of small. Let me see.
Knock me out, Adam, right?
That's true. I wish I could just rotate them so they were in the big slot, but I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't want to hide you, but I guess for the sake of seeing people or letting people see those lyrics to sing along, I will, and I'll mute you too.
I'm okay with that.
And thank you.
I need to pick my nose, so.
Very good. Yes, that's very important. Okay. And mute. Okay, there we go. So those are the words to the chorus. You can sing along when it gets there. And there's also the first line of the Jewish prayer, Lecha Dodi, welcoming the bride of Shabbat. Of course, our prayers go out for everyone. We hope that you and your families are well, and we're glad that you can spend some sacred time with us tonight. All right. Bless. About time my life elevate, 'cause my time is about life anyway. And if I don't feel alive, why celebrate my own birthday, let alone every seventh day? Wish I could read a book every Saturday, keep the Sabbath like the old commandments say. But I'm usually too busy battling fascism, capitalism. Naturally, I'd rather stay home, read poems till I want to write poetry, sip a cup of tea, play a record, smoke some weed, light a candle, say a little blessing, be grateful for the Creator putting breath in me, for creating this entire earth and everything in it. For a minute I can rest, just let it be. Try to take a break from the race regularly to remember what it feels like getting free. Chadodi Nikra Kala Pnei Shabbat Bela. Another night of sleep, another day to keep fighting to free my people, living through the leap in human evolution. So I tie my shoes and keep walking to the music of revolution. And it's about time my life elevated to another height. It's about life, my time after all. Let's follow light, my guide, my God, my love, by day, by night, sure. In winter time, spring, summer, fall. Oh, lecha dodi, litra kala, ne shabbat netam. Another Monday drive, a new discovery of fire, another Roman guard, another Noah's Ark, another wounded knee, another prophecy. Pharaohs set my people free in the new Garden of Eden. And it's about time my life elevated to another height. It's about life, my time after all. Let's follow light, my guide, my God, my love, by day, by night, sure. In winter time, spring, summer, fall. Lecha dodi, litra kala, ne shabbat netam. You can sing that if you feel it. Lecha dodi, litra kala, ne shabbat netam. You can keep that going or sing this. Everything's gonna be alright. 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 Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Thank you. I'm trying to unmute you, Leah. Showing it's being slow. Weird. Why is it being weird? Sorry, hold on just a sec. Hi. Okay. Unmute. Unmute. No! What the hell is going on? All right, I'm gonna hide my. Oh, okay. This is really weird. I'm so sad. Okay. What the? Oh, there you go. You're unmuted now. Now I'm just gonna try to get it to put you back in the darn stream.
Okay. Yeah, you do. 2, 1. Hey! Hi, Adam! It's good to be back. I'm wondering, I have like a real squeaky chair here. You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not farts. It's a squeaky chair.
It's percussion.
So Adam, you know, that song, I just wrote a song that also has kind of a rap part because I was so inspired thinking about doing this concert with you tonight. But I'm not going to play that song right now. I was thinking about it. And
okay.
I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it so we can do a little bit of a roller coaster thing together.
Good.
So I want to bring the narrative of our show. You know, we just kind of opened our show and invited everybody in. But I'm going to bring it down into the canyon now. You know, so we have a place to climb from. And I'm going to play my version of a text called Esa Enai. It's a psalm. So it's a poem or a song, depending on how you translate it. And this translates to Song of Ascent, Shir La'aliyah. And Adam, you can put the words up. It's Esa Enai. And it is a sing-along. And I want to invite people, if you have somebody with another camera around, I would love to collect videos of people singing along or playing a shaker or a drum and then put them together. Because one of the things that I really love about doing concerts is singing with everybody. So I'm going to teach you the part. And then I'll sing the song, and whenever it comes up, go ahead and sing. And if you do take videos of it, send it to me. I think there we go. Awesome, this technology. So the English is a direct translation of the Hebrew, and it goes like this. I lift my eyes to the mountainside. To the mountainside. Okay, let's just try that much. Here we go. I lift my eyes to the mountainside, to the mountainside. And here's the Hebrew. Sounds like this. Al-Heharim. How about you try that with me? Here we go. Sinai. Al-Heharim. Al-Heharim. I listen from the silence of a canyon so deep, praying to the desert winds to cast a melody. Give me little words, an opening to build a world in song and guide the way to the embrace of arms. Oh, I lift my eyes to the mountainside, to the mountainside. Sinai, Al-Heharim, Al-Heharim. And if there is no other way, can I rest upon the soil, lay back into the solace of revolving worlds until glimmers of dawn, like matter from their void, find their separateness and decide to grace my eyes like heavens from the earth, like the seed of love from which which I found the starting of my life. Surely there is a guide, that's why I lift my eyes. I lift my eyes to the mountainside, to the mountainside. Sinai, al-Heharim, al-Heharim. I lift my eyes to the mountainside, to the mountainside. Thanks, everyone. I think, yeah, Adam's back. Hey, Adam.
Yeah. I love that. And that's a psalm, right?
That is a psalm.
Is it 118 or 120 something or 121 or?
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But it roughly translates to what I wrote in my English lyrics. It's this feeling of being in a place so foreign and so lost, and being at the end of your rope, and then just saying, you know what, this is going to work itself out. And even the process of working itself out, of your effort to move out of the space that you're in, that's part of the process of gaining the skills and the strength to move out of that place. I lift my eyes to the mountainside, and then in the actual psalm, it's, where will my help come from? My help will come from God. And I have my own relationship with God, as I'm sure many of you do. But for me, God is, it's me, it's you, it's everything, it's life, it's the past, it's the future. So for me, I think about that my help will actually come from the silence, from the contemplation. And so this song, I was thinking about what comes between that line. I lift my eyes to the mountainside, where will my help come from? I was thinking there must have been a lot that came between my help will come from God. So that's where the song that I wrote, that's where it goes in.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Thanks, Adam.
That's really got me thinking. I remember Aurora Levens Morales, our friend and a great teacher to so many of us here. I'm sure many folks watching know of her work already. Poet, activist, essayist, revolutionary, and liturgist too. She brought that psalm to my attention, actually, and she has the connection to the hills of Puerto Rico, and the word, I think, is sometimes translated hills, and I lift my eyes to the hills, and from whence comes my hope. And my Puerto Rican family also comes from a central mountain town or a hill town, Bonito, and but I wonder what mountains that psalm originally would have been written in. It would have been from the land of Palestine or Israel, right?
Yeah. So I imagine either some Judean hills type in between desert place, or perhaps further south where it is very much a desert with canyons, sheer cliffs.
Mm-hmm.
I like deserts and canyons, so for me it was in New Mexico somewhere, or Arizona.
Beautiful. Yes. Hey, one good thing that's happening now in the wake of all the sadness and grief and loss and anxiety of the crisis that we're in, is like the earth is like coming alive again in like so many ways. It's really, really beautiful. So that psalm also makes me think of that. And hallelujah for that, right? And that's a good segue into my next song, which is actually also a psalm, and in fact it's called Hallelujah. So some folks here know that I've been diving deep into the Psalms project for the last 5 weeks or so, writing musical adaptations of Psalms, and just finding so many themes that speak so directly to me, my soul, and about the great injustices of our time and the great hope of our time, for universal peace and justice. And so this is a psalm. This is actually a world premiere. There's one of 2 world premieres tonight that I'll be sharing, called Hallelujah, which literally means praise Yah, or praise Jah, praise God.
You want to knock me out?
Sure. We'll tag team. Boom. And I do have the lyrics to share here too. You'll get the melody after a few passes. It's pretty repetitive. And then you can sing along wherever you are. Here it is. Boom. Yeah. I really like taking on the challenge of adapting these psalms, which are full of language from like the feudal ages, and there can be a lot of obstacles to really engaging with them on a heart level. But then they also have these lines of poetry that just knock you on your feet, And so I really like the challenge of adapting them for a modern time. So here's one more thing before I start. A rabbi friend of mine named Michael Davis, who some of you know, once told me, I think he was quoting Talmud or some sort of oral tradition that says that, oral Jewish tradition that says that there are 3 kinds of singing, and the normal kind of singing is the singing in the common tongue, the common language. And that is good. It is sacred and holy. But even better and more sacred and more holy is singing in the sacred language. There are many sacred languages, ancient languages that are how people have connected to the divine for centuries. Hebrew is one of them. So singing in Hebrew in this tradition would be even more sacred. But the most sacred kind of singing at all is singing without any words. We're going to do all 3 in this song. It's Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Sirurua. Sir hadas tehilato. Bikal hasidim. Hallelujah. Sing a new song. Praise the name of the source that made the earth and moon and sun. Praise the one with dance, with tambourines and harps. The kind of song the spirit sings along to, overflowing from the heart. The world was created, and we're creating it still. Jah crowns and beautifies the meek, and we will see Jah will fulfill. Oh, with your praises in our mouth and in our hand, a double-edged sword. We'll give King just reward, and nobles are bound to be bound. Hallelujah. 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 Try that with me. Hallelujah. 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 Yadel die. Yadel die dum dum. Yadel die dum dum. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oh, oh, hallelujah. 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 Thank you. Let me get Leah back in here. There you are. Show and stream. On mute.
Hey. Hey. Awesome, Adam. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of this is new, fresh produce for both of us.
Fresh produce?
Yes. Huh. Hallelujah. Well.
Yeah, just sit with that for a second.
Yes. Hallelujah. Well, we were talking about Passover, and
yes.
there's a certain group of texts that you read on Passover, and included in that is a text by Rabbi Hillel, and it goes like this: Im ein ani li mili, ukshe ani le'etzmi, ma'ani. And there's another part to that as well that I'm not featuring in the song that I wrote, but it's if not now, when? And I'll translate the beginning part for you. If not for me, who will be for me? If I am not for me, who will be for me? If I am only for me, who will I be? And if not now, when? And I've been writing this over the past couple of days, and the original version talked a lot about hoarding and the 1% taking the majority of our assets in the world and in the U.S. But it's changed a bit. But that's on my mind. How when this balance of being for yourself and being for others, when it's out of balance, how it can cause problems on a very large scale. So this is a little story and a little sing-along. Im ein ani li mili. And again, I'd love for you to sing along, and if you are singing along and you have someone else with a camera and my mic is muted. Are you speaking? Ask to host them, unmic you. There we go. Okay, now I'm unmuted. If you have someone else around who has a camera and they wanna take video of you singing along, it is my dream to put many of those videos together and then create this moment as if we were all in the same room. So this is a new song. I'm going to teach you the chorus. All right. Repeat after me. Okay, let's do that. Now you try it. Ma'ani, let's try the whole Hebrew together. Mili, Ma'ani le'etzmi. Ma'ani. And this repeats in English, and it sounds like this. If I'm not for me, who will be? And if I'm only for me, then who will I be? Try that with me, here we go. If I'm not for me, who will be? And if I'm only for me, then who will I be? Alright, so that's going to come around a whole bunch. We're going to start off the song with the chorus, starting with the Hebrew. Here we go. וכשאני לעצמי, ma'ani. If I'm not for me, who will be? And if I'm only for me, then who will I be? Here's a little saying from an old rabbi. There's more to life than looking out for your eye. If you're only for your eye, then you're only an eye. And if you're not for your eye, then you'll never survive. The world's in balance. A me and a you, an I and an us, a single and a group throughout the centuries. This lesson of twos, equilibrium in a fluid truth. And I can't see without a sight to look to. If I'm only for myself, then I lose sight of you. You are a blessing, you make us a we. Now let's sing in sweet harmony. Everybody now. One can take a nap, one can meditate, hey, and one can even rap. One can take a walk, and you know, one can climb a tree, but that's where one ends, and two we need. Two can hug, fist bump, right on a seesaw, watch cat videos, take turns saying aw. What about three? We can plant a lot of trees, grow food, and write a murder mystery. Poker night, eat crumpets at afternoon tea. Four or more, hey, we got a democracy. Unionize for our rights, solidarity. Sing along with me, and I'll show you what I mean. Yeah. If I'm not for me, who will be? And if I'm only for me, then who will I be? And sometimes the pendulum swings, scale tips and the ship sinks. Sometimes you gotta ask for what you need. Sometimes you're the giver blessed with prosperity. Sometimes you're in healing. Sometimes asking for help, 'cause that's all that you can do. Sometimes you're rolling in dough, feeling completely secure. Hey, you know that it's your time to give a little more. And it goes on and on, the giving and receiving, like waves in the ocean. It goes on and on, the giving and receiving. Amen. I need me. And if I'm only for me, then who will I be?
Oh, I love that. Oh man, Diana loves it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Oh man, and that smooth rap, like the whole meditation, like on these words and where you go with it. Oh man, thank you. Was that a world premiere?
That was a world premiere.
Hey, hey. Hashtag fresh produce.
Fresh produce. It's been a long time since I did a rap, and it's not easy.
Yeah, no, but it's fundamentally like singing. You got to relax into your own flow with it, right? Find your own voice. That was really sweet. That was really nice what you did there with that.
Thanks.
Yeah, love it.
Thanks. What are you gonna play now?
I'm actually kind of at a fork in the road here with my set list. How long did we say we were going till?
It's late, but we started a little late, so around 8:10, I would say.
Well, in the spirit of respecting that as much as possible, I just got a couple more songs and a poem or two, depending on what you want to do. And so I think that's all the time we'll have for my part. So do you want to do one of those poems now?
Yeah, definitely.
So I think the one that I'm feeling first is the Ode to a Pandemic that I wrote. Do you just want to play something kind of meditative while I read a poem?
Yes.
What's up?
I said, of course.
Yes, beautiful. Okay, let me get. Whoop. Mm-hmm. Yeah. From the couch on which I sit, with a pug dog on my lap, beside my window on this wet gray day in Chicago, to the folks along the highway in their tents trying to sleep, to grandmothers in nursing homes, hands ache for a hand, to the doctors, nurses, paramedics, electricians, transit workers, plumbers, pharmacists, firefighters, farmers, cashiers, ambulance drivers, grocers, cooks, food deliverers, water systems operators, warehouse workers, to folk in Rome, Beijing, Madrid, Johannesburg, New York, San Juan, Baghdad, Seoul, London, Rio, Mexico City, Moscow, Cairo, Sydney, Buenos Aires, Tokyo, Delhi, Sao Paulo, LA, staying home from work. Everywhere we are together and everywhere alone, bored or anxious, talking on Zoom, washing our hands, watching the news. Every day our deaths are told and stories go untold. Too many lives to weep for, who would weep but for their own. And yet, which deaths are not for me to mourn as I would family? Has not our sense of separateness been wholly overthrown? The evolutionary origins of viruses are unclear. The only fact on which we can agree, they say, is that they are primordial, ancient as life on Earth itself, integral to the universe, keeping it intact. And aren't we all as small to God, yet vital to the Earth? And from each harsh and personal death, affirming the union of our shared breath, is not humanity being born, though it is a painful birth. Amen. Thank you. That was lovely. I could listen to the guitar. Yeah. It's kind of hard to do a poem like that just to the camera, but it's really nice. You know, just feeling all of the presence of people and seeing people joining on the thread and looking at the comments. I guess I can post a link to that poem on my blog, and I also put a writing workshop up there with it. I'll go ahead and post that in the comments now.
Adam, do you want to post links to our Patreon now?
Sure. I was thinking we could do that at the end, but we could do that right now and at the end. We could do. Yeah.
I'll do it multiple times. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Well, first I'm gonna go ahead and put in this. Amen. Oh, thank you, Madeline. Yes. Wow, from North Carolina. Beautiful. Man, I'll tell you, it's really hard to put words to these times, y'all. And so it feels good to be able to share something honest about it. And if you're like me and you need to write out your thoughts and feelings, then check out that workshop I just put in the comments there. And here, I can't figure out how to get that. Oh, no, to be big. Well, how about that?
Yeah,
there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the Patreon?
Sure. So Adam and I are both part of a website called Patreon, and that's a place where you can subscribe for less than a cup of coffee to pages of artists and help support artists. So in an ideal world, we would be supported by the country, by the city, by the state. But this is not quite an ideal world, and this is the work that we are doing together to make it an ideal world. So this is an avenue for you to be able to lift our voices up, to empower our voices, to bring us more into the conversation of culture. With this support, we're able to get equipment, we're able to make recordings of our songs, to compensate other musicians who may join us for the different shows that we do. I can't speak for Adam, but I can speak for myself that I devote so much time of my life happily to do this, because it's kind of similar to breathing. It's an involuntary action, writing music for me, and it is part of my taking care of my spirit and taking care of my life force. So this allows us to do it in a more sustainable way. So if you go to those links, we each have our own Patreons. You can learn more about it. And again, even for the price of a cup of coffee per month, these small donations monthly make it possible for us to do so much with our work. And there is no donation that is too small. So don't worry about that. If you're enjoying this concert, if you're enjoying our work, I invite you to go check that out and check out that site. All right, thanks. That's my plug.
Yes. That's great. Thank you. Yeah, that was well said. I'll just I'm playing around with this stuff. Yeah, no, I'll just add to that I've been like obsessive with mine, like almost to the point where I needed to remember to do some stuff like this that's public. And Leah, you've been an inspiration to me in that. And so me and Diana are going to be doing Mondays alternating. I'll be doing another live stream thing this coming Monday, the 13th at 7. But mostly my energy has just been going to like these monthly demos and weekly videos and monthly poems and monthly podcasts. We're doing podcasts now. And like Leah said, it really is like stuff that I actually do spontaneously anyway. And it's just a format that kind of, concretizes that. But it's been it's made such a difference in these unstable times to have just that little bit even of modest income coming in from people who really want to support the work and be a part of it at the grassroots level. So thank you. All right. Do you want to do a piece next, Leah?
Sure.
Do a piece. I will do a short piece. I'll do my Mishaberach.
Nice.
So funny thing about the Mishaberach, I wrote it and then I did it just on an Instagram live, just because I felt like, you know, I feel kind of alone sitting in this apartment during the quarantine times and not having anyone to share this music with. And so I did this very, very, very fast Instagram live, and then someone on there said, "Is this on YouTube so I can send it to a friend?" And I said, "Oh, I don't think I could get it on YouTube very soon because it's just going to take me a while to make it look nice." And she said, "Don't overthink it." And then I did it, this very quick video, and now it has 1,300 views on it in 2 weeks, which is a lot for me. So that's a big lesson there in allowing yourself to be imperfect, and also the beauty of imperfection and of being human, especially during this time when we don't have a lot of in-person connection with each other. I think when we see these parts of ourselves that are very real, it's a reminder that other humans exist like us. So in that vein, Mishaberach is a healing prayer. Normally it's said for someone who is sick. As when this pandemic started to spread and become more real, I adapted this so that it can be for all of us as we go through this. So I changed the word cholim, which would normally be at the end of the Hebrew, with olam. Cholim means sick, the sick people. Olam means the world. And as always, you are invited to sing along with me. Take videos of yourself singing, and I will teach you the chorus real quick. All right. Mishaberach Avotenu Ve'imotenu Yevarach et ha'olam. I know that's a lot of Hebrew for non-Hebrew speakers, so you can always do what my mom does, which is say dai 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 dai, or deet 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 deet. Mishaberach Avotenu Ve'imotenu Yevarach et ha'olam. Okay, so that'll come back at the end. So let's start the song officially together. Everyone sing along. Mishaberach Avotenu Ve'imotenu Yevarach et ha'olam. Mishaberach Avotenu Ve'imotenu Yevarach et ha'olam. May the source of healing in our lives bring healing to the world. As we come together in prayer, lighting up our souls. When we remember that we are not alone, the circle grows. When we remember that we are not alone, it rings out to the world. Mishaberach Avotenu Ve'imotenu Yevarach et ha'olam. Mishaberach Avotenu Ve'imotenu Yevarach et ha'olam. Mishaberach Avotenu Imotenu Yevarach et ha'olam. Mishaberach Avotenu Ve'imotenu Yevarach et ha'olam. So while Adam is coming on, I'll make another announcement that if you are interested in learning an instrument or studying voice, that I am doing online lessons. I've also been thinking about doing a songwriting class on Zoom, and I can do private songwriting as well. And Adam, are you offering any online lessons these days? Is that something that you're starting up? I know this. We're all shifting the ways that we do our income to adapt to this time right now.
Thankfully, I've been able to continue some of my teaching artist work online. As for music, I actually do have some things built into my Patreon system, more at some of the like upper levels for just like group workshops in songwriting, and also like even individual feedback. So that's how I'll probably be doing that, and just continuing to push the Patreon. I'm lucky. I kind of have some systems in place, so I still have some income at this time.
That's awesome. That's wonderful, Adam. I have a few, two of my jobs are continuing online. However, it sounds like Adam has a lot of offerings coming up, and so do I. And if you want to keep up with them, we both have newsletters. We both have our Facebook pages that you can follow and get updates on newest offerings, concert songs. And to get on the newsletter, just direct message either of us on any of our pages. So mine is at Leah Shoshanah Music, and Adam, yours is at Adam Gottlieb and One Love.
Correct.
So just DM us, ask us questions. If there's stuff from this concert that made you think of stories or resonated with you, please tell us. I love being in touch with people and hearing those stories. And if you want to be on our newsletter list, DM us and give us your email addresses.
Yes, thank you. Leah writes great newsletters, y'all. She had told all these stories about us as kids in preparation for this event tonight. It was a delight to read. Yeah, it inspired me too. And yeah, in addition, if you aren't on my mailing list yet, I don't send that many emails, but I also try to make them good, and you'll also get 3 free songs as soon as I put your name in the list. So yeah, newsletters. All right, that was beautiful, Leah. Oh my God, me and Diana were sitting together, just like really feeling that. I actually left this room and went to the other room where she's watching with the sound off, and we're listening to this one. We're watching over there, and yeah, it was really beautiful.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, we need that right now. If for that matter, if folks have questions,
Marianne wants the Patreon links again.
Yeah. Why don't we just post the links in the comments too? I'll put them up. Here's the image we showed before. But why don't we also just like type them links directly into the comments? You want to just take a sec to do that?
Yeah.
Mine is just patreon.com/Adam Gottlieb and One Love.
I made you a tiny.cc, Adam.
I saw that. I love it. Thank you.
Mine's tiny.cc/giftleah. Adam's is tiny.cc/supportadam.
Yes. All right. Thank you all. So I think I'm gonna do my second world premiere now. Well, I should, because I just tuned into OpenD tuning. All right. Let's see. I will hide Leah. Hide this. Can I mute you, Leah, or anything else you want to say? Okay, gotcha. Thank you. All right. So I don't have lyrics to share for this one, unfortunately. I wish I did. But I don't even have them typed up yet. This is what I'm looking at right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a notebook. And the Micha Mocha is a very, very special, very sacred prayer. For those who don't know, I have to introduce it just a little bit, because just the last 3 days I've just been diving deep into it in my process for making this adaptation. There are many great versions of the Mi Chamocha. I'm a big fan of the Debbie Friedman one. And we also do a version that, I don't know who came up with this idea originally, but of Redemption Song by Bob Marley. Actually, the melody fits nicely. And that's an appropriate choice because it is the original freedom song in the Jewish tradition. And I do mean that literally. It might, in fact, be the oldest biblical text. It's certainly one of the very oldest by all scholarly accounts. And it's from in the book of Exodus 15. And it's sometimes called a Song of the Sea because it's the poem or song that is sung by Miriam and the women, and it also says Moses with tambourines as Pharaoh's army has just been swallowed up by the sea behind the Israelites. And there's this very powerful poem or song that enters the text at that point. And it, in the Torah, if you've ever had a chance to see this, it's unique. The words, the Hebrew words in the actual Torah scroll are written almost like concrete poetry in a shape that emphasizes almost the image of the waters parting in the Red Sea. The words are literally spaced apart into these different patterns. It's breathtaking. So to me, the challenge or task of adapting the Mi Chamocha was sacrosanct, and I'm so glad that I didn't try to do it until this point where I've reached this depth of understanding, which is still just not very not very advanced or anything, but I've gotten to this point where I'm at. And so here is my new, just finished it last night, Mi Chamocha. I also like the open tuning. It's almost like the words being spaced apart because we got this nice big spacious chord here. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilo oseh vele, oseh vele. Malchutcha ra'u banecha, bokeyam lifnei Moshe uMiriam ve'eliyahu ve'amru Adonai nilo le'olam. Siru Hashem Kiga Oga Susvero Keborama Rama Bayam Amen Amen Hallelujah Hallelujah The seed is birth was sown by Moshe and Miriam. Tambourines in the ocean, singing freedom. Oh, now it's time. Now it's time. It's time. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. Wow. Oh.
Yeah. That was fun. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
There's just something about that moment in that story, you know, that is so sacred. And I think tapping into that feeling of being able to see hope and redemption so clearly and feel like we're maybe even in a parallel moment or approaching a parallel moment. That's what drives me. That's what keeps me going. That's what it's all about. And that song, that's what, I was feeling when I wrote that song.
All right. Well, yeah, I just want to make sure my mic is working and everything. So the next song I'm going to do is Shalom Rav. And Adam, can you post the lyrics to that? Shalom Rav, All right, awesome. So I made some changes with this piece, which is about peace, actually. I took out, well, I'll translate it first. Shalom Rav. Rav is abundant. Shalom is the word for hello, goodbye, and also peace. And you have Shalom Rav. Normally, it says Al Yisrael Amcha, so the nation of Israel. I've taken that out, changed it with Kol Yoshvei Tevel, to all who dwell on earth. Ta'asim Leolam, forever and ever. So abundant peace to all who dwell on earth forever and ever. In my expression of Judaism, I feel like I'm part of a much bigger group, and that I'm in a lot of ways praying for the same things that a lot of other people are praying for of different faiths. And so when I write prayers, I change it to reflect that. So this is another sing-along piece. And another thing that I think about with prayers, I don't think that something up in the sky is going to come down and make my prayers come true. I think it's a little more complex than that, and also a little more simple than that. When we are speaking these prayers and singing these prayers, we're repeating words over and over to each other, to ourselves. And those ideas grow. They grow into thoughts. We think about them throughout the day, and it amplifies those words throughout our life. In the original translation of this prayer in the rest of the Hebrew, which is mostly left out, so that I could put in English that would be more accessible to a wider audience of people, including many Jewish people who don't speak Hebrew. The original translation talks about, Lord of peace, the one who controls peace, the one who makes peace. Can you bring us peace? Will you do it in every hour of every day and in every season? And I think we are the makers of peace in so many ways. And I want to turn these prayers into something of more of an action. Because I think we are responsible. There's a saying in Hebrew, there's another saying by another rabbi. You are not, you are commanded to do the work, but you don't have to do all of it. Lo alecha hamlacha ligmor, lo alecha ligmor. So you are responsible for doing the work of healing, of tikkun olam, as we say in Hebrew, of fixing the world. You don't have to do all of it, but you cannot desist from it. And for me, a lot of these prayers, like Shalom Rav, which is part of our every evening liturgy, that they interlock with so much of the other philosophy and the other parts of our culture and our heritage. So, that said, please sing along with me. Shalom Rav, al kol yoshvei tevel ta'asim le'olam. Shalom Rav, al kol yoshvei tevel ta'asim Thank you.
Cool. Yes. That's another really, really special one that we need right now.
Thanks, Adam.
I love that version of it. I also love the version of it that you did live and posted on YouTube where you talk about Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
We've been competing with, by the way, for this live stream, and I think we're doing pretty good. And if we got to compete with someone, might as well be Bernie, right?
The good thing about the Bernie live stream and about our live stream is that people can go and watch that live stream after.
Hell yeah.
And they can also watch ours.
Absolutely. And we should definitely do that.
Definitely.
All right.
Adam, I think we're wrapping up. Do we want to show also the Patreon, but also the other slide that has the other ways that people can support us?
Absolutely. Let me find that other ways. And then I could play a little something while you kind of have a chance to engage with people in the comments, and we just kind of say goodbye and goof off and sign off with people.
Yeah, that sounds great. Adam disappeared.
I think people can still hear us when we're even if we're not. Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry. Okay, sorry. So I guess we got to stay in the stream then if we want to talk. I thought we could talk over them, but here I'm gonna hide myself. And do you want to talk about?
I don't know what you just said, Adam, because you hid yourself after. Now you're back.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be muted. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk about this stuff?
Sure.
All right. So, as I said before, supporting musicians is very important, especially right now. It helps us to create the work that we do and meet our needs, and also meet the needs of our collaborators, the musicians that we work with our collaborators in the form of engineers and lots of other people who are on our teams. In addition to that, it just makes us feel, well, for me, when somebody becomes my patron or someone donates, even when it's a small amount, I get this burst of inspiration and energy, because I feel that people are being supported by this music, that it serves a role in society, and that makes me want to do it even more. So it really doesn't matter how much you give, or even if you don't have the means to give, that's also totally okay. I feel the same kind of support when people share my work and send me messages. I don't know about Adam, I can't speak for him, but it is so inspiring. One of my mentors once told me that music goes two ways. It's between us, but it's also a relationship. It's also a conversation with the audience, with other musicians, all of us together in conversation. So thanks so much for tuning in and being in this conversation with us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Leah. Ba-da. I'll give you a chance to engage with some of the comments. People have been so generous and fun in the comments. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to go look at that.
So if you have to go, our feelings won't be hurt. If you can stay, I'll give you one more song here. One more little medley, actually. Feel free to sing along. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I do have words for this one. But I don't think you need them. By the time we get to the end, it'll just be a nigun, a melody, and you can sing along with that. Oh, yeah, yo. Well, I I will praise you, one love, with all my heart. I will tell of all your wondrous deeds and be glad to play my part. Yes, I will sing your praises, O Most High. And our enemies will end their schemes when your people turn the world upright. And even amidst the chaos, eternity will reign. And the only law that we ever saw is the justice we call when we speak your name. Jah is a refuge for us who have been oppressed, and a stronghold in our time of need. For those who seek freedom, Jah will give rest. Oh Lord, see how our enemies persecute us now. Oh Lord, have mercy and lift us from the gates of death. Oh Lord, that we may make it through and sing your praises at the gates of our great future and take salvation there. The nations have fallen into the pit that they have dug, and their feet are caught in the net that they put out, and that's how you know it's God. The greedy ensnare themselves by the work of their own hands, but the needy will not always be forgotten. The rulers will learn that they are just men. Ya-da-da-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da, ya-dum-da-do-do-do, da-da-da-do-do, oh, sing along. Ya-da-da-da-da-do, ya-da-da-dum-do, ya-da-da-do-do-do, ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum-do. Yo, yo, wo, yo, wo, yo, yo, oh, yo, oh, wo, yo, 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 oh, yo, 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 oh, oh, yo, wo, yo, 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 yo. Oh, yo, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. I hear the children crying, one love. Hear the children crying, one heart. Say, give thanks and praise to Jah, and I will feel alright. Let's get together singing, let's get together and feel alright. The people get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no ticket, no, you just get on board. Well, all you need is faith, just to hear the diesels humming. You know that you don't need no baggage, you just thank the Lord. But there ain't no room for that hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind just to save his soul. So have pity on those whose chances grow thinner. You know there ain't no hiding place against that kingdom's throne. Oh, so let's get together and feel alright. Give thanks and praise to Jah, and I will feel alright. Let's get together singing, let's get together and feel alright. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together singing, let's get together and feel alright. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together. Let's get together and feel everybody. One love.